Go ahead.
Welcome to Look Around Florida. Sean will be up next.
There we go. Hey guys, how y'all doing tonight? Not just a nice, wonderful, dry day here in South Florida. Hope y'all doing well throughout the state and elsewhere. When you join, just type in the chat where you're located or what camp you're in. Hey Ryan, good to see you, man. Hey, Mr. Hoffecker. I'm just glad I didn't butcher that one tonight. I've been on a roll butchering stuff lately. So let me get this out of the way. So me and our division adjutant don't get in trouble, because most of you that know me, anything and everything can fly out of my mouth at a moment's notice, and some of you have seen that. Thanks, Kev. I try. I don't like butchering names if I can avoid it. Jeffro, the man with the master plan in Tampa. Good to see you, buddy. Hey, Lewis. Good to see you, buddy. So, like I said, we have our Florida Division Adjutant. He's in timeout right now. Trying to work out a plan to escape from somewhere. I don't know. I'll let him explain that to you in a little bit. Hey, Linda. Hey, Beth. Hey, Roy. So it's going to be a fun night. We're going to learn about quite a bit of stuff going on within the Florida Division from our leadership instead of me tonight. So with that being said, the disclaimers going around the bottom. I did do a special video. It is Confederate Heritage Month. This is one video. I'm going to be doing another video for next week. So I'll play that video at the end of the show. That way you gentlemen and ladies have time to see it. With that being said, keep in mind, Florida Division reunion coming up. Rick's going to be, our division adjutant, Rick Roberts, going to be talking about that in a little bit. June 1st, Trenton. We are planning a get together at the Quality Inn in Chiefland. So if you know me personally, please message me. I'll give you the details. Friday night and Saturday night after the reunion, we're planning on having a soiree. So no, Jeffro, you cannot bring your favorite lampshade. Not this time. With that being said, the United Daughters of the Confederacy, Chapter 2234, and the John J.C. Breckenridge 786 SCV cordially invites you to our Confederate Memorial Day service at 11 a.m. on April the 27th at Stewart Chapel Cemetery, State Road 471, south of Webster, Webster, Florida. A potluck picnic will follow at the home of Joyce White. 2314 County Road 564 in Bushnell, Florida. Please bring your own chair for the ceremony. Joyce White is the president of the Gravesville. I'm not going to say the last name because I've been on the roll on butchering names lately. Reggie Crotto, commander of the General John C. Breckenridge. Please RSVP Joyce White if you want any more details than that. Now, this one, big celebration coming up. White Springs, Florida, Flag Site fundraiser, Saturday, May the 18th, 2024 at 11 a.m. Hamburgers or hot dogs served with cowboy beans and drinks. $10 per plate, located in White Springs, Florida, just off of I-75 North, exit 439, onto County Road 136 East, behind the farmers market. I've been to these events before. They are fun. And we have a Confederate Memorial Day service, Mount Peace Cemetery, St. Cloud, Florida, Saturday, this Saturday at 10 a.m. It is sponsored by the Jacob Summerlin Camp, 1516 Sons of Confederate Veterans. So please check out these Confederate Memorial Day services. They're always a good time hanging out with your brothers and sisters in the SCV, OCR, and UDC. So please help support these camps that are putting on these events. Hey, David. Hey, Michael. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you and your wife are doing well. So, with no hesitation, hey, Lee. Good to see you, brother. With no hesitation, here's our division adjutant. Hey, Rick. How you doing,
Hey,
sir?
good. How you doing?
Just another fun day. Oh, thanks, Kim, for reminding me of that. I'll let Rick talk about you guys' memorial service.
Yeah, we're having one also this Saturday at 11 o'clock at Old Hickory Cemetery in Green Cove Springs, Florida. So anybody who's in that area, we'd love to see you. There's 21 Confederate veterans buried in it. It's actually a pretty small cemetery. One of our members, TJ Jackson, took over cleaning that cemetery. It was very overgrown, very unkempt. He contacted the church that owns it, and they gave their blessing for us to do some work in it. And he's led the way, and we've really taken big steps in there. And really, he's done the lion's share of the work. He and his wife and Tommy, his son, who is our newest member. He turned 12, and on his 12th birthday, we had a camp meeting, and he joined on his birthday. So for at least that day, he was the youngest member of the SCV.
Cool. I'm happy for that. And I'm happy for TJ because the video that's going to be shown at the end of the show, a lot of you, including TJ, sent pictures in for this video. So, hey, Victor, how you doing, brother? So you want to talk about division reunion? Or is Kim or somebody sending you a text to mess with you?
Oh, no, I was looking at Victor with the skinny Ricky. Yeah. Yes, I'm perfectly healthy. Yes, I've lost weight. That's because my doctor got on me about my blood work. So I'm perfectly healthy, but just a lot lighter. So
He escaped from one of the northern prisons.
yeah, it's funny. I last week for our Confederate Memorial Day in Old City Cemetery, putting on my stuff. I did look like a starved Confederate putting on my uniform. So it's kind of blousy on me now. But yeah, we do have our division reunion coming up on the June 1st, Saturday, June 1st in Trenton. So we are looking for registrations. We're a little slow in getting those in, guys. We're coming up on just a month to go. Calvin said I could let it out of the bag, so to speak. What the giveaway is, it's going to be ball caps. We have two different designs on ball caps that we're giving away. They're going to be, we're putting them in bags, so it'll be whatever cap you're given is your cap. So if you want a different one, trade them out with each other, or we're going to have some for sale, extra ones. And it's going to be on first come, first serve. When we run out of them, we run out of them, and we're ordering them based on what people pre-register. So if you want a cap, I'd suggest you pre-register, because if everybody shows up at the door thinking they're going to register and eat and all that. Food's also going to be based on pre-registration. So please get those registrations in if you're planning on eating and you want a ball cap. So, Lee, I see you say you need the information on registration. It is on the website that Sean just put up, the flscv.org. It's on the front page. Just scroll down a little bit. It's right there. You can download it and print it right off and fill it out and mail it right in along with your registration fee. So we're hoping for a good turnout. Remember, this is an election year, and we do have I think we only have one item that we're voting on the charter, and that one item that we're voting on deals with the Division Life membership, where we're taking it from just being a flat $225 to be a Division Life. We're doing it more like National does theirs, where from age 12 through age 64, it's $225. From age 65 to 79, it's $112.50. And from 80 plus, age 80 and up, it is $56.75. But that's going to require a vote to change it in our charter. So I don't think we'll have much pushback on that, but we do need people there to vote. So again, if you're looking to run for office, for any office that is brigade commander and up, you need to be contacting Jerry Peacock and getting your letting that be known so that the elections committee can make their selections, and getting their recommendation forwarded to me so that I can get the ballot filled out in advance so that we can get the votes taken care of at the reunion. So I'd ask that if you're interested in running for office, please go ahead and get that in as quick as you can. Sean, I'm going to leave anything out?
No, because you talked about Jerry Peacock. He messaged me, make sure you throw the election committee out. So good job, Rick.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I know Jerry's doing a good job. He's contacted me several times with questions. So I know he and his committee are working. I know there have been some people who have sent him letters saying that they are running for office. So get those in if you're interested in seeking office. There's plenty of work to be done.
Yep. So we got the renew, guys. Like I said, the Quality Inn in Chiefland. Book your motel rooms. It's pretty reasonable. I know some of you booked it. Was going to stay there, but the price was crazy. The price, I just did it a couple of days ago. The price did drop quite a bit. So, and there was no difference in having it 2 beds versus a king, except for a couple dollars. So check that out if you're traveling. Like I said, we're going to have a soiree Friday night and Saturday night after the reunion. Ready, Rick. I know you just sent an email to all the camp commanders.
Yeah, I did on the annual camp report. It's once again time for that lovely thing. And actually for camps, it's really not that difficult. The form that I sent out to everyone, it shouldn't. My part that I need from you is really the numbers. The part at the bottom that's asked for the stuff that you did, one or two things is really all you got to put in there. It's not just the highlights. It's not a big thing. It should, if it takes you more than 5 minutes to fill this form out, then you're doing too much. Really, it's not that difficult of a form. You can either send it to me by email, you can return it that way, or you can send it to me through snail mail. Either way works. I need it for my report that I have to send back to National with all the numbers for all the camps. I've got a form that I've got to plug everything into. I've talked to one commander who said his adjutant said he had until the middle of July. No, you don't have until the middle of July. My report has to be in by the 1st of July, so you don't have until then. Please get it into me as soon as possible so that I can get my stuff together and I'm not waiting till the last minute. Do me a favor, just knock it out and send it back. It's really not that big of a thing.
Hey, Rick, I'm glad we're talking about that. On the section that says members, those are members that are been paid since the last dues time, right?
Yeah, and every camp, all but 2 camps actually, submitted this last year. If you submitted it last year, you should have the numbers because somebody saved the form last year, I'm sure. Just look at your numbers from last year, put those in as your starting numbers. I mean, you have them. So Lewis, I've got yours. I think, so far I've got 6 or 7 camps have already turned theirs in. So we're on our way, but there's 46 or 7 camps in our division. So I still got about 40 that I need camps from, or 40 I need forms from.
And you'll be getting my camps as soon as we get done with tonight's episode.
So, yeah, I mean, it really is. And if you look at the form and you're having an issue with it, give me a call. I mean, just pick up the phone and call me. I'll help you out. It's not a big, I don't mind. It's what I'm here for. So
exactly. Same here.
Yeah.
It's the main man though.
It doesn't bother me for you to call me. I'm available.
Trust me, he is.
Yeah. I answer those calls where I don't know the number because I figure it's somebody from the division calling.
Yeah. Hey, Rick does a hell of a job. Anytime I have questions, I call Rick and he points me in the right direction, or I send him a text message. Okay, we talked about that.
Awards.
Yeah, go ahead.
Awards.
Yep.
It is that time for awards, both national and division. And we are quickly approaching the deadline. The deadline's May 1st for both to have them in. So if you've got camp members that you're wanting to submit for awards for either of those reunions, I have to have them by May 1st. Or you can send them to me because I'm kind of the gatekeeper for Calvin for them. They have to be to him by the 1st. And division, Calvin has to submit them to division by the 15th. So get them in so that we can get all of that taken care of. The ones for the division are also May 1st. That gives us a month to get all those put together so that we can take care of all of that so that they'll be ready for the reunion. We've had an uptick, of course, in the number of people who have wanted to put in for Division Life membership, which is great. Yes, Sean, I've got yours. Jeffro got yours. Jerry Peacock got yours in the mail today. So congratulations to all three of you guys. And I know there's some more out there that have told me that they're interested or that they would be sending stuff. So that's great. And anybody else who has their national, who wants to do that, now's a good time. So, like I said, the rates are what they are, and hopefully, they're at least that through the reunion. Hopefully, they'll continue after that.
Mm-hmm.
But you have until the reunion, until the vote for sure, that will be at this rate structure.
Now, Rick, my question is, and I know you guys did this last year at last year's reunion. Will there be space for camps to have tables to sell their knickknacks and paddywhacks?
No, we don't really have space. And at Trenton, there's not a lot of room.
Correct.
Inside that building for that, especially once we set up for people to for lunch and everything else. Last year there was they had the one that Calvin let the guy set up outside. So, I guess people can set up outside if they want, but I don't see there being room inside just because it's tight in there. The reason that we decided to do Trenton again this year was because National is so close with it being at Charleston. And we wanted to make this as inexpensive as we could so that as many people who could afford to go up to South Carolina could. As many as could go to Charleston, we wanted to be able to go to Charleston. Because it's just, if you've never been to a national reunion, we wanted people to have that experience, as many that could.
And Rick puts his hair down too.
Yeah. Not that I have any, but it's a lot of fun. The nationals are a lot of fun, and you learn a lot. The business meetings, there's a lot that goes on at those. And it's a good time. It really is. And you get to meet people from all over the Confederation, and you get to see that we're not the Lone Rangers in our state. There are other people who have the same issues that we have. And, you get to see how the other, how they deal with problems too. And so it gives us ideas. It's kind of like our Facebook page, kind of the same idea where you get to see how other people do things. The 2025 is in Houston, so it's going to be a trek to get to that one. So that's why we knew that this one being close would be.
Yeah, from me all the way down here in Southwest Florida, I already put it in my GPS. It's going to take me 12 hours.
Yep. Yeah, do that. Put it in for Houston. See how long that'll take you.
Yeah, I'm afraid to.
Yeah, Victor, you need to stay away from Greyhound, son.
Yeah, stay away from Greyhound. Victor, you're doing Amtrak this year, though, right? Yep.
Yeah, Jeffrey, you're right. It is great networking going to national because you do. You get to meet the guys. A couple years ago, Chris Bunton and I met the guys from Alabama who were in charge of the national Guardian program.
Oh, okay.
And, he gave us some of the ideas on Guardian, and that's what we brought back. And kind of that's how we started. We talked to Kelly about the state Guardian program, and that's how we got the division Guardian program started. And it was because of conversations that we had at national. Yeah. We brought that idea back. And so that was the impetus to get that going. So nationals are good for that because, you do get ideas and you are able to bring stuff home and start other stuff. So,
Jack, you doing Amtrak the whole way there? Jack DuPont, he's in the Mississippi division.
Yeah, I bet you do miss. Yeah, kind of like a cruise ship.
Yep. Ask Victor about Greyhound. He had a hell of a trip, but he got there.
Finally.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, National Reunion. Last year I had a blast. You know, hanging out with Rick, Calvin, Jeffro, David King, all of us in that we know each other in the state of Florida. Plus, getting to meet Carl Jones face to face, the Kennedys, Jason Boshiers, and the list goes on. And just like Rick said, you get great ideas.
But and you also, though, you like you said, you get to meet people like Carl Jones, who's gonna, people who are running for offices up, the upper echelon offices. You get to meet some of the future leaders of the SCV that they're going to be national leaders,
Yep.
which is nice. But you get to meet them before they're national leaders. And that's nice. You get to build those relationships, with people before they're the big cheeses, which
Yep.
which is good. And it's always good to do that, and it's good to like I said, it's just good to get those ideas from those people. But it's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of camaraderie is built there. And that's you come back from those things and you're reinvigorated. You really are. It makes you want to
take the bull by the horn.
Well, yeah. I mean, it really helps you want to live the charge a lot more because you're inspired.
Yeah.
So Roy Hudson for AOT councilman. There you go. So, but see, we knew Roy when he was just a small fish in this pond. Now he's going to be a big fish. So,
and keep in mind, guys, next Tuesday I have George Conabon that's running for councilman coming on. So think of questions for him. So this year in Charleston, you are making the best choice for our Army.
Yeah, those are tough jobs. Councilman's a tough job. Commander of the Army of Tennessee is a tough job. Any of those national jobs are tough jobs. So,
yeah, because you're dealing with multiple divisions, and some divisions may have the same concerns, some may not.
Well, yeah, and Georgia's concerns may not be the same as Florida's concerns, or Mississippi's may not be the same as ours.
Yeah,
and sometimes laws are different. Some of these divisions have monument protection laws that we don't have, and so they have a whole they have to know all that stuff.
Yeah,
we only have to know what's in our neck, in our backyard. They got to know all the different backyards. They have to know the whole neighborhood. We only have to know what's around us. So
with division reunion, other than voting, voting this year, are we going to be doing anything special this year, or any guests coming in?
No, I don't believe so. Oh, make sure if you when you submit your registration, make sure you fill out your ancestor memorial, because that's part of the package.
Yep. Be proud on. Proud of your ancestors.
Yep.
Yeah, I did mine for not only division but also national. Mm-hmm. Because I want somebody out there in Texas to know who I am and who I'm representing. besides the Florida division. And our division commander is in the chat. Good day,
Yep.
Calvin. Hope you're doing well
There he
tonight.
says, reunion is strictly business this year. So we're
Okay.
gonna go through and deal with the charter amendment. We're gonna deal with the elections, and hopefully those won't take long. Like I said, if everybody does the stuff, Mark, we're gonna get to the soldiers monument. We haven't got there yet, but
Yep.
that's on
Hi,
that's
Dad.
on our list of topics to cover.
Hey, you guys want to wonder why I told Mark Best, "Hi, Dad"? That's an inside joke. Most of us know why. All righty, you want to go ahead? Is there anything else to talk about besides the monument?
I think that's all I've got left on my list is the monument.
Okay.
Which is the Florida. I want to know if your hotel has a bar.
It's a B.O.B. Does not have a bar, but it does have a nice Italian restaurant next door to it.
There you go. Well, they'll have something.
Yeah.
The land that the Florida Soldiers Monument is going on we just got it surveyed, so the survey is complete. So we've got it all lined out now. Exactly where the monument is going to go. So it is all set up as far as where. So the next step for us will be to do the form for the pad, for the concrete pad, where from there it'll be starting to set the stone work on it. So we're still trying to raise some of the money to re-erect it. So if anybody wants to donate to it, we'd appreciate that. Do you have that form, Sean?
No, I don't. But that's what I was going to ask if that form was on the division website.
It is.
Okay.
I think it is. If not, it's on you can get off the Kirby Smith Facebook page. I know that. I know you have.
All right. The boss said it is.
Okay. But this is the monument that the mayor of Jacksonville took down in the middle of the night several years ago, and they stored it away they took it down in 2020, June of 2020, after it was up 122 years, and then stored it away in a city warehouse. And eventually, we were able to take possession of it, and now we're going to put it back up.
And if you want some more information about the Soldiers Monument, it is scrolling at the bottom of the page, the website link. Thanks, Jeffro. Our division, Flags Across Florida chairman, just said there's been an update on Flags Across Florida. So when you're on the division website, please check it out. Ready. You got anything else, Rick? Or I think we covered everything the boss wanted.
Yeah. I can tell you we've cleaned that. Statue has been meticulously cleaned. So all of the weathering and the stuff that have been done to it over the years from pigeons is all been removed. It looks great. John Ruff, one of our camp members, spent hours meticulously cleaning it, and it really looks good. So we're excited with what we're going to be putting back up, and so I think it'll really be a sight to see once it's back up, and something that the division will really be proud of right there. And it's going to be a place where it's going to be very visible to all of the anybody driving through Jacksonville is going to be able to see it. It's not going to be in a place where people miss it.
And there you go.
There you go. Yeah, you can see it looks very good.
Looks 100% better than when Calvin was on the show and talked about it.
Yeah, he really did a good cleaning, very good job. I mean, he put a lot of hours in it, a lot of work. So yeah, Mark, you're right. The detail on that soldier, it is incredible. If you can really look at it, his belt buckle says, CSA on it. His hands, I mean, you look at his hands, you can see veins in his hands the way they did it.
Wow.
His kepi, at the very top of its kepi, it actually says JLI for Jacksonville Light Infantry, which there were rumors, Calvin could tell you, there were rumors that it said that up there, but nobody actually had a picture. No one actually knew if it did or not, if it was just a rumor. Basically, until we opened that box when we took possession of it, did we know if it said that or not, until we climbed up there with a flashlight and looked. And it does, in fact, have JLI. It's which is what Mr. Hemming was actually in that unit. So that's really a statue of Charles Hemming, as far as we're concerned. And so there's no statue, another statue that looks like that.
Yeah. Here's my question with looking at the picture, Rick. The rifle that the soldier's holding, was that an original one and they just brassed over it? Because it's very detailed.
No, it is just a musket that they cast in that statue. I mean, it's not one that it's not a real musket. I mean, it's just part of that statue. But it's the detail on that statue, when you get up close to it and look at it, it's amazing.
Well, the reason I said that, because just like what you were talking about, I have it on my other screen and I'm zooming on the rifle. You can see the wood grain. That's why I was wondering.
It is an amazing piece of art that really is just something to behold. It really is. It's like I've talked to he's 10 feet tall. He's not. Wow. It's not it's about 1,500 pounds.
So after the monument's together and that's on top, how tall will it be?
Whenever it is all put back together, it should be right about 38 or 39 feet tall.
And that's what it was in down there in Jacksonville, right?
No. When it was in Jacksonville, it was closer to just short of what, Calvin, 56, add 17 to it.
Okay.
So 62.
62.
So but there's one piece we're not putting in it just to try to avoid some issues. So,
Right.
but it's still going to be quite impressive the way it is. It's still going to look really good, and it will still be very honoring to our ancestors. And
Yes, sir. The detail in it is amazing.
it is. And one thing about it, with it being a little lower, you're going to be able to see it better.
That's a good thing too.
And, so people will be able to see it. One thing we're hoping to do, if we can pull it off, is to get it, try to get a 3D computer image made of it before we put it up. And then that way there, maybe we can replicate it somehow in a smaller version. So
Okay.
So we're hoping to be able to do that, and clean. And yeah, with it being shorter, it'll be easier to clean. Because it should be cleaned on a regular basis, and that's something that the city did not do with it being there. So,
now, how would you go about cleaning it? With a bucket truck and
yep.
an orifice or something else?
Probably something else. There's some other stuff that they use for that, and one of the things that they use is olive oil, actually, which is kind of weird.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but yeah, Louis, computer copy. I would love for us to be able to 3D that thing and make like desktop size replicas.
Heck, I would like to get a shorter one for a couple of my cemeteries.
Yeah, it would be really cool. So I would hope that it would be something that we could do. But our problem really at this point has been finding a company that can do it. That's been our biggest obstacle. So
have you reached out or tried Monuments Across Dixie? I know.
I don't know if we have or not, but that's one of our biggest obstacles right now, is trying to find a company that actually has the technology to do that.
Yeah, because I know they made brass statues of Lee Jackson and all that. So maybe.
Yeah, but if we could find somebody that had the technology to do that, it would be great, because we could do that. And I would love for us to be able to replicate him in a variety of, there's a variety of things we could do with him at that point. So somebody comes across a way to do that, let me know. Yeah, we found somebody at the county. What was funny was when we were at the Clay County Fair, there was actually a vendor there that you could go into a booth and they could make they would shoot you a 3D copy of you and would make a statue of you. Okay. And I mean, if you had tattoos, it showed your tattoos, whatever you were wearing, but they could only do up to a person size. They couldn't do, and you had to be able to get in the booth. So we couldn't load Charlie up here, as we call him, because he was too big.
Right.
And somebody just over 6 foot was about their maximum they could do. So we couldn't get a 10-foot statue in their booth, but it would be cool if we could find somebody who could do that. That's our goal. We're still trying to work on that, but
yeah, because I reached out to Monuments Across Dixie because I was looking for somewhat of a concrete type, because I have a statue in one of my cemeteries. It's slowly deteriorating. And they said, hey, we can help you out with brass. Like, yeah, I'm not looking for brass. It come out missing.
Charlie would look good on a Florida division brochure. Yeah, he would.
Yeah, good point.
I'm sure he'll probably be on one at some point, I would imagine.
All righty. Did we go through the boss's list?
I believe so.
Ready.
I hadn't got any text from him telling me to.
Well, my phone dinged like twice, and I double checked to make sure it wasn't him.
Hood there you go, Louis. A hood ornament. That's like a Mack truck hood ornament. There you go.
Man, I haven't seen a hood ornament on cars for a while. But yeah, if we covered everything. So, guys, I do have a special video for you that I made up. I want to thank the people that helped contribute to this video. Let's, in other words, let's roll with it.
Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Too many things going on, I can't keep track of them all. From people dropping a bomb to people putting up walls. I feel like life is on hold, perception stuck in a vault. I know that time can heal all, but how much time till we fall? It's awfully chilly outside, when there's no shelter to hide. When everything is a lie, you'll find that out in some time. But when the things on your mind are all considered a crime, communication aside, we'll all just fight till we die. Is this an argument, or just the start of it? Either way.
Well, I'm still working on the video, but I just want to say thank you for the people that submitted pictures for that video. Yeah, this is Confederate Heritage Month, and that was my tribute to them. Next week, there's going to be a tribute to the OCR chapters and the SCV camps namesakes. So stay tuned. Thanks, Jeffro. Oh, man, we got a big dog in the house. Our commander-in-chief has joined the channel. Sorry, Mr. Boshears, that you came in late. I hope you go back and watch everything and give us a thumbs up. Appreciate it. If you're watching on YouTube, click subscribe. With that, you get alerts when we go live. It helps me out, and it helps out you guys to get the information directly from the horse's mouth. Rick Roberts, our division adjutant, and Calvin Hart, our division commander, what's going on in our state. So I want to say thank you for everybody that joined tonight. Rick, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule, especially with dealing with the annual camp reports right now on coming on tonight. Before we end the episode, does anybody have any questions for Rick? I'll give you some time, and then we'll call it. So feel free to ask Rick questions.
Oh, yeah.
Or forever hold your peace to division reunion.
Or call me.
That too. Email, text message. Just don't call them late for dinner.
Good. Yeah, text me, call me, whatever. Email me. I'll answer.
Shoot them a letter in the mail.
Yeah, I do. I answer those too.
Yep. Ready. Nobody's having any questions, so nobody can't say we did not offer. So until next Tuesday, we got George Connor Bond coming on to talk about his candidacy for Army of Tennessee councilman. So ask questions. most of you know I'm not shy. If I was, I wouldn't be doing this show. Oh, Kim just got one.
I've only lost 85 pounds. I don't know why you.
Well, he is our division chaplain, so he just wanted to make sure you didn't blow away or get.
He is. He takes good care of us too. He does a good job.
Thank you, Commander Hart. All right. Until next Tuesday, stay young. May the Lord bless you. Stay out of trouble and keep the flags flying. Stay Southern.